Sristhi Desmukh.
Yes, sir.
Tell us something about you.
So, my full name is Sristhi Desmukh, and I come from Bhopal. I'm an enthusiastic and determined girl. I have done my graduation in chemical engineering from Lakshminarayan College of Technology, and I recently completed my diploma in women's empowerment and development from the Indira Gandhi National Open University.
Okay. Why it is so? When you had to join civil services, why did you do your engineering course?
So, I
I
had
think it's a waste on your talent and waste on the. You have, in fact, taken a seat from somebody who could have pursued his engineering degree or her engineering degree.
So the degree of chemical engineering has provided me with a lot of knowledge and experience with regard to the field. Currently, the issues of environment and industrial safety are prime time in India as well. So I think this knowledge will help me in the civil services as well.
You have a passion for civil.
You don't remember the importance of 8th of March?
I'm unable to
No problem. You have done sociology, okay? What do you know about social mobility?
So social mobility entails that in a given structure of the society, every society has a structure and a level of hierarchy. In any form, whether it is social or economic, when a person or a group is able to move from a higher to a lower or lower to a higher group, that could be termed as social mobility.
Okay. So do you think that reservation policy also leads to social mobility?
Yes, sir, it does. Reservation policy in terms of economic sense and also to the long term in the social sense, it can lead to social mobility.
Can you give me the example of some communities and also tribes who have achieved this mobility through reservation?
So the Meena caste which is there, a tribe which have now gained a social mobility to an extent.
Does the tribe, okay?
Yes, that's a tribe.
Any other community? You belong to Madhya Pradesh, okay?
So the Rajgond community has also.
Rajgond, they are from?
The tribes, sir.
They are from Madhya Pradesh.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other tribes in Madhya Pradesh?
So who have gained social mobility.
What is intergenerational gap?
So this term refers to.
And that is regarding contribution of M.S. Srinivas. Tell me something about M.S. Srinivas.
So M.S. Srinivas was a very prominent Indian sociologist. He tried to study the Indian society with Indian concepts. So to say, he tried to evolve certain parameters and certain concepts, the prominent one being Sanskritization.
Okay.
So, taking cue from the social mobility that you had asked, he says that with the help of Sanskritization, castes gain social mobility. Apart from that, his main contribution has been the popularization of field work in sociology. He was the one who went to the villages and tried to understand the real picture of Indian villages and then tried to discern the condition of Indian society.
Okay. Last question. Generally, South India and Western India, it has witnessed.
Back to the ragging thing. What, in your opinion, is sociology of ragging? Why do one rag?
So, if we go to the sociology of ragging, so I believe there is to some people, there could be a misguided sense of being superior, trying to prove themselves superior, or to bully the other person, and a sadist attitude to try to derive pleasure out of the other person's pain. I think, sir, this is the underlying.
You believe it's an individual trait, it has nothing to do with the collective sense?
Yes, sir, I believe it is an individual.
Usually the ragging takes place wherever ragging used to take place, and if it is taking place still, it is usually in groups. It is the group of seniors who actually rag a group of juniors.
So then I'll say that it is an individual trait, but when like-minded people and students come together, they try to behave in this certain manner.
You have taken some qualification.
Let me put you in a situation. Let's say you are an IPS officer, and in your city, there are two immediate situations which God arises. One is that there is a girls' college,
where some goons are basically planning to do acid attack. It is certain that they will do it because they have done it before also. And in the other part of the city, there is a mob lynching which is being planned. That is also certain. Now you are there, and if you have to, give preference to one such incident where you will place yourself, then what would it would be? Where you would like to go?
So both the incidents in hand are really serious. The acid attack is abhorrent and deplorable, to say the least. And mob lynching can have a very deep impact. It can disturb the communal harmony or other such harmony of the social setting. Even if I'm not physically present in one particular area, I'll make sure that adequate steps are taken. Like in the girls' college, I'll make sure that...
Where you would go? You cannot be present at the both situations at the same time. So what will be your preference? You can send your subordinate, but where you will place yourself?
So I'll take turns to visit both the places. I'll take turns to visit both the places.
First, where you will go first?
So that would be dependent on the, so to say, the time of...
both the things are happening at the same time. You cannot time it.
So I'll go to a place where my personal presence can make a greater difference. That will depend on the operational... So I'll go to the place of mob lynching. Because I believe that in the case of acid attack, I can ensure that the subordinates can cordon off the area and take all the girls to a safer place. That is a task which is doable by a force and a subordinate who's responsible. In the area of mob lynching, I believe my personal presence can make a better difference.
What kind of difference it will make?
So first of all, I'll make sure that if the people should not be on the streets or so to say in the run.
That is a corrective measure you will take. What kind of difference it will make by your presence?
So proper communication and...
Okay, fine. One more thing I have to ask.
This needs to be focused.
Suppose you are posted in a district of UP or Bihar where level of education is extremely poor. Girl child, they are not given incentive to study. Those who study also, they leave midway. So what steps will you take to ensure that number one, they get quality education, and number two, they continue their studies and finish their school?
So the first point, I'll make sure that the teachers are attending the school properly. Teachers' attendance has been deterring the students from coming to school. And teacher training as well is equally important. Secondly, sir, the schemes like midday meal scheme have to be properly implemented so that students, like especially the young ones, can be attracted to come to school and they can come there.
Why teachers don't teach? And why there is such a poor quality of teachers?
So I believe there's a lack of training of the teachers. They have done their basic qualifications, but they are not adequately trained to ensure how learning outcomes have to be ensured. So we need to work on that front.
Okay. Is you have thought of priority areas where we will be really doing a good work once you get selected?
So the first area which I am really eyeing is on education. I believe that India is coming up with a lot of children and youth. So skill training and education is something that we need to focus upon.
What are the